Inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig that?
Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, two-time Hall of Fame. I got my man Brad Gilmore here with me as well, and we got a very, very special guest stepping inside the Hall of Fame to get a little champagne, wishes, caviar, dream, as well as stepping inside the 5 minutes of fame. Oh yes, it's gonna be good. I got my man Trick Williams. What's going on, Trick?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The one and only Trent Williams finally arrived. What's good, baby?
The intro, man. I just want to thank you first and foremost, man, for coming and gracing us down at Reality of Wrestling and doing your thing, stepping inside the ring, doing it like it's supposed to be done, making them suckers pay my son, making them say, "Daddy, I don't want none." I appreciate you, man. I just want to say thank you for that.
Hey, man. Hey, the honor is mine, man. I went there. I had a great time. The crowd was hyped. We got about 1,000 out there, and it's just another chance for people to see what Trent Williams is all about. So I appreciate the opportunity.
And that brings me to my first question. When I watch you at Reality of Wrestling, you seem to be so comfortable in the middle of the ring doing your thing with the microphone. When I watch you in NXT, you seem to just flow like water, man. It feels so easy when you're doing it. Where that confidence come from, man?
Man, like it's just in me. You know what I mean? Like my family, we all talk. Like we've been talking noise with one another since I was a little kid. So just learning how to read people and how to entertain people, that's just what we do. And then I grew up playing football, so I've always been able to like post-game interviews, motivational speaking, that probably just tuned up my skills. But man, when I hear my voice on the microphone, I feel the power. So I want to put a little rasp on it,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. I feel that too.
You know that rasp. Yeah.
Yeah,
go Bradley. Well, I think you got something.
piggybacking off what Booker said, obviously your skill on the mic is evident. We saw that at Reality Wrestling when you said I had 8 abs, 4 chains, 2 women, and 2 whatever else you said. Coming with it, man.
And I meant every
I know
word.
you did. I know you did. And that's what makes you so authentic. That's why the people love Trick Williams. But I guess my question is, from when you're putting your promos together, who are the influences? Who are the other people that you've looked to? It could be inside the ring or outside the ring.
Oh man, well, I'm a big fan of comedy. Like I watch comedy. I watch old school comedy. Like I watch Lavelle Crawford. I watched Bruce. You know what I mean? I watch funny guys. Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, of course. And I love the way they can set up a punchline and make it hit. It's almost just like wrestling. You got to set it up. You got to let people feel it when it's time for people to feel it. So I think just my natural love of comedy, like growing up, is really paying off now. Kind of taught me how to set up, my punchlines.
When I was coming up as a kid, I used to watch Houston wrestling. And man, I didn't care, man. I just loved it. I didn't care where I was. And then when I grew up, I still loved it. But I never thought, dreamt in a million years that I could be a professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
But then one day I saw a guy on television doing it, and I go, man, I think I could do this better than him right now. Is this love, a passion, or this something that you got into as a secondary after the football thing?
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shoot, growing up, I did watch wrestling. This is around your day, Book.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, my first favorite wrestler was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, I opened a can of whoop ass at 3 years old. And my mama told me, like, hey, we're going to cut back with the wrestling a little bit. I got in trouble, you know what I mean? But then I stopped watching wrestling for a little bit, and I kind of focused on football. But, I knew what was going on. I knew the next generation passed the Attitude Era. I watched Booker, then I saw John Cena, Randy Orton, these guys. But I wasn't all the way into wrestling. I was fully involved in the football. And then after college, I had a mini camp trial with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I got cut. And then from there, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was still trying to play football. But I had an agent at the time. He was trying to sign me up for the XFL. And the XFL was owned by Vince McMahon. So I filled out this questionnaire for the XFL. And then the next day, WWE reached out to me. and said, "Hey, if you're interested, we want to bring you for a tryout." And just like you, I never once really thought about wrestling myself. Where I'm from, I don't know any professional wrestlers. I didn't know there's indie schools at this point in time. I didn't know how you even get into it. So, but I did go to the tryout. I was like, man, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Like, I think I'm actually made to do this right here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they didn't sign me right away, so I had to go, pursue it. And I made up my mind. Said, I'm not a football player no more. I'm a wrestler. So since then, it's been history.
Awesome.
Now, I'm always fascinated, probably back in the locker room when you were in football and even to this day, getting in the mindset to go out there and perform, to go out there and be in the mood set to put your hands on another man, and get that 1, 2,
That's
3
right.
at the end of the day. I want to know, what is the playlist Trick Williams has? What is your playlist that you go to? Who are the songs that put you in the mindset to go out there and do what you do?
We can go through it right now. Man, I was just listening to it for this podcast. Listen, if you listen to Trick Williams' playlist, you're gonna hear some Gucci, you're gonna hear some Young Jeezy, you're gonna hear some Yo Gotti, you're gonna hear some The Baby, anything with that bass, man. I just need that bass. You know what I mean? It ain't even about what they say most of the time. It's just the rhythm, it's the beat that gets you in the right state of mind so I can flow like I need to flow.
One thing I always talk to Brad, my students about all the time, and I try to make sure when they come in, I try to make sure I give them a certain name, because I always say in this business you got to have a championship name,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure. Wait a minute, I'm not sure, but I'm wondering, when you first got the name Trick, is it something that you liked or not?
Well, Trick for me, my birth name is Matrick. It's Matrick.
Yeah, yeah.
So Trick is really just an extension, or actually a subtraction. You take off the MA, and that leaves you with Trick. So,
Yeah.
In college, people be like, "Oh, yo, Trick, Trick, Trick," because I guess Trick Daddy, I guess made it kind of cool. But like you say, I do want a championship name, but I do know that I make the name. You know what I mean?
Boom! No. You just killed it right there. You
Mm-hmm.
just killed it. You made it. You took it. You made it your own. You
Mm-hmm.
expanded it,
Mm-hmm.
and now they saying it on Monday Night Raw. So that's what I'm talking about. When you get something in this business, young blood, you got to be able to enhance it. You got to be able to, culture it. You got to be able to, make it your own. And I'm gonna tell you, you took Trick. It made Trick Williams one of the hottest things out there going today. And I'm gonna tell you, nobody did that. You did that. You did that yourself. You know what I mean? And I know this is 5 minutes of fame, and I know it's only supposed to be 5 questions, but I got to get one more in before you get up out of here, man. Because you've been rolling in the shadows of that man, that young man looking down, from high upon, the stars, on top of the world, Ma, Carmelo Hayes. And you've been in the shadows, and now you breaking out on your own. What's the ultimate goal, Trick Williams?
The goal is gold. I want gold. No better way to prove that the hard work that I put in this whole time is worth it than me holding some gold myself. And I learned a lot from my boy Melo. We still boys. I have noticed when I stopped focusing on him, I stopped focusing on my career, man, the possibilities are limitless. And I want gold, but I want gold.
Hey man, just follow my motto, baby. Checks and championships.
Checks and championships.
That's what it's all about, baby. Hey man, I want to thank you for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your 5 minutes of fame. I know the future is very, very bright for this young man, Trick Williams. So guys, make sure you have your sunglasses on, man. I'm telling you, man. So hey man, till next time, any parting words?
Hey man, stay tuned, man. We just getting started over here.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.